Simply sliding the app up from the recent apps will quit an application and bring you back to the main home screen. Let's talk about the camera now, guys. Now HTC is selling this device as an authentic camera and authentic sound device. The most important feature that has attracted a lot of people is the fact that the camera has an exceptionally good aperture and excellent low light performance, along with a 4 frame per second photo shooting capability. And as you can see over here, that nice focusing sound, it lets you tap to focus on your subject. If you hold down on the shutter button, it will click pictures at 4 frames per second. So I'm just going to quickly try and take an image of the angry birds over there. So I got a couple of pictures and it'll show me all my pictures. I can zoom in on any of the pictures that I like and pick out my favorite one, which has the least amount of blur. And I think it actually picked it out for me, and call it my best shot, and this will delete the rest of the images if you say yes. So it just saves that one image as the best shot of the last frame, and it deletes the rest of the images. Also, one thing that is exceptionally good about this device is video recording capabilities. So now we've started recording the video, and while recording the video, if you like to capture something, oh, I just spotted a MacBook, click and it'll create a nice picture of that in your device. Look, Angry Birds, click and it'll click a nice picture of that while recording video. It'll also record the video at full HD. So you can go back into your preview and play the video. You can also see the 2 images that we clicked while we were recording video, which is good as well. Now if you are in the preview mode, you can single slide from photo to photo, and if you pull faster, it'll come out into this carousel, which will let you navigate through your images faster. The camera also has a bunch of other settings over here. You can press this button to bring in a bunch of effects, distortion, vignette, depth of field. You can quickly blur out everything except the item in focus. So it's pretty easy to do. So let's try it with this, and we've kind of zoomed in a little bit. So let's zoom out, and I've got this tiny remote over here, and I can focus on that and blur everything else out. So if I now take a picture, it'll give me an image with everything else blurred out except my focus object, which is pretty awesome as well. Come back into the camera, now come back into effects. You have tons of other effects, you can play through them. There are about 15-20 effects over here, and they're a lot of fun to use. Negative, solarize, posturize, all these things add great effects to the image. So you can't capture video with the effects, but you can click images with the effects on. Now let's turn off the effect and go back into standard mode. And on the top left over here, you will see the flash button. So you can turn flash into auto, always on or always off. You also have a bunch of other settings over here. So you can go and choose your camera. So for example, we like to choose the front camera over here. So it's going to quickly switch to the front camera. Again, with the front camera, you can also get a bunch of effects over here. So you can click nice self-portraits with some effects or some fun things, and use those as your profile pictures or something. And let's go back to the main camera. And again, you can also switch into camera scenes. So you can select an auto scene, HDR, panorama shot is excellent. I'm going to upload a sample of that on the full review page. Portrait shot, group portrait shot, a whiteboard, close-up, low light performance. And you can also capture slow motion video, and a sample of that is coming up really shortly as well. Now again, coming back into camera, you will see you can also put a self timer to click a picture once you do get a stand. That will come in handy. Image resolution settings over here, video quality settings over here, You can also have a review duration, so every time you click an image, it will give you a 3-second review, 5-second review, or a full review until you quit it. You can also do some image adjustments over here. Tweaking around with this will actually improve the image capture. White balance settings, continuous shooting, limit to 20 frames or go all the way to 99 frames. That's up to you. You have a bunch of video options as well, video stabilization, stereo recording, sound and all of that. Camera interface, you want a grid or you want shutter sound, you can select that as well. And you can also set up auto upload with Dropbox. We haven't really done that right now, but you can set it up if you like to. Turning on the grid will now show you grid lines while capturing your photos or video, which is great. Now, talking about the camera, the HTC is really selling the camera on this device, but the camera does not perform that well, especially once you're in continuous shooting mode. Most of the images will come out blur, and you'll actually only get 1 or 2 good full focus images, which is quite a disappointment from the camera. And also somehow the images are not as crisp as we like them to be. And we'll upload some sample images from the camera and you'll get an idea of what we are trying to say. Sample images, sample video coming up from the camera, so no worries about that. Now let's get into the favorites. Favorites over here are pre-installed, but this is something that we would have set up if HTC wouldn't have done for us. So the first thing that is in the favorite is, you can look at our upcoming t-shirt over here, guys. So that's it. iGyaan is my daily juice. But that's not what we are talking about. We are talking about the browser and our new website that should be very well compatible with Android. So we're just going to quickly jump to our website, which is iGyaan.in on the browser. A lot of people have been complaining and asking us if the browser is working well on this device, and trust us, this is an excellent device to browse the internet on. We had no worries with internet browsing. As you can see, it loads the full website without any worries, without any issues. You can also see that our sliders and everything else is working great, and there is no issue. It quickly loads up the full website. You can pinch to zoom in, as easy as that. It also reflows the text so that you don't need to pan around to read something. It's an absolutely brilliant browser. Now it plays all sorts of Flash content, Flash videos, Flash animations, Flash games, anything and everything from the internet you can run on this device without any issues. Again, now you can turn it into landscape to see a better view of your website. You can always pinch to zoom in, which is great, and panning around is excellent. You can see it quickly pans around. Tapping on the top will give you the menu interface. This menu interface will let you add this to bookmarks or save it, or add or organize tabs from here as well. So now you can organize your tabs from here. You can add a new tab. So you can add a maximum of 6 tabs in your browser, which is pretty alright for a Android device. And coming back in to the main browser window, as you can see, it loads the full website. All sorts of content will play on this. No issues with that whatsoever. We are quite happy with the browsing experience. The screen is nice and vivid, very crisp at 313 pixels per inch. Very nice resolution screen, 4.7 inch screen with an excellent resolution. We are very happy with it. Text is very readable, colors just pop out at you. The internet experience is just simply phenomenal on this device. No issues with it whatsoever. Let's come back into the main screen. Now coming back into the other favorites, let's talk about music. This device does come with a ton of apps that are meant for music. So you get a music player which is in the device. You also get SoundHound, which is an amazing software that is almost like Shazam. It'll tell you the name of the song that you're listening to. You also get TuneIn Radio, which is pre-installed and synced with your device. You can also browse for stations and listen in to any of the local stations. 7 Digital, again, a service for syncing music. And looking at the charts and all of that, you can buy some songs directly from here as well. The one thing that we really like is that now you have the Beats audio profile working with all sorts of headphones, so you won't have any issues with that.
Okay, we wrote this for a purpose to motivate you at this time. With this hypnotizing baseline, feel free to lose your mind. Get high, get money, get...
So as you can see, the speakerphone is not as loud as we'd like it to be, but it is quite all right. It's not a big disappointment, but we would have liked it to be a bit louder. The sound quality is absolutely great, and the audio is very crisp and it sounds great from the device, but the volume is much lower than we would have liked it to be. You can also jump into the sound enhancer, but it is not available for speaker output. Okay, so I have these Philips headphones over here, and you can see that as soon as you simply plug it in, it will detect that the headphones have been plugged in. Now the next thing that you need to do is get into sound enhancer and select the audio profile. As you can see, Beats audio profile is available for any sort of headphones that you are using, which is pretty awesome, because earlier Beats audio was only available for Beats headphones. Now you can have it running on any sort of headphones, which is great, and it actually improves the audio quality a lot. You can also select from a bunch of other available equalization options, but according to me, Beats audio is the best from this device. You can also get info about the device using SoundHound again. So excellent music player, excellent equalization options. You can obviously download a bunch of other sound players, music players from the marketplace. One other thing that we like to talk about is the car mode. And as you can see, once you put it in car mode, it gives you this really nice interface. You can quickly go into the phone from here. Nice large screen dialer, lets you dial numbers easily while your device is in the car mode or dock mode. You can also go into HTC locations, which is currently not available in India properly, but navigation options are there. Again, music player and internet radio is right here. Your notification panel comes at the bottom, so it's almost like a navigation system in your car. Really nice interface, again, works really well. I've actually used this in my car, so it works really well. You can quit it. So that's basically everything from the device. We've already previewed video playback, and that works really well, and you can look at our video over here to see how that looks on this device. If you want to look at the benchmarks and video playback quality, you can hit that video up there and check that out. This device is an exceptionally great device from HTC, and the one thing that kind of disappoints us is the battery life, which has been really erratic for us. Sometimes the battery life goes on for days, actually days, without asking for a charge. Sometimes we fully charge it, and then in a couple of hours, as low as 4 or 5 hours, the battery is dead. And now we did figure out that if we turn off all our data networks and our Wi-Fi network, the battery life continues to work for days. But as soon as we turn on Wi-Fi and data, the battery life gets erratic. HTC did push out a small software update that has improved it a little bit. Has given it a tiny improvement over past or the original software that came into the device. So battery life is a little bit better, but it's not as great as we'd like it to be. And hopefully HTC can fix that up in one of their next updates. Hopefully it's not a hardware issue, it's a software issue. So we'll get a better and a much more responsive device and a longer lasting battery. Apart from that, the battery life is pretty alright. As soon as we turn Wi-Fi and data networks off, we get about 5 to 6 hours of talk time on 3G with the data off. So 3G networks, but data off, 5 to 6 hours of talk time. With 2G, we get about 7 to 8 hours of talk time, which is pretty impressive. So that's mostly it with the HTC One X, one of the best Android phones available in the market according to me. If you have about $37,000 or about $700 to spend in the market, and you're looking for an out-of-the-box device, this device will certainly grab attention. Everywhere I've taken it, people have held it in their hand, and the display is so stunning that people actually, the minute they turn it on, they are wowed by the vividness of the display. The device does catch a lot of attention, especially this white color, so you will get that factor in there as well. And apart from that, you will get amazing performance. You have really nice scratch, impact resistant Gorilla Glass, and amazing construction, excellent build quality from HTC. You can actually whack this device around and still expect it to run. We really like that about this device. Build quality is great. The overall form factor feels good in the hand. It's not weirdly big, so you can hold it against your ear as well. 4.7 inches. It's more long and less wide, so it actually fits in your hand without any issues. And the overall grip on this device is great. Form factor is brilliant. Camera is good, could have been better. Hopefully a software patch will actually improve the quality from the camera. Speakerphone, again, ringer is loud, during call audio is loud, but when you're listening to audio or watching a movie, audio is not loud enough according to me. The front camera is great, especially when you're doing HD video calls, and we tested it out. Works great, it's really crisp. The rear camera does great video. We'll upload a sample of that as well. So overall, an excellent device. It gets an 8 out of 10 in our new review rating system. So check that out, and check out our new review system on iGyaan.in. The link to the direct review of the HTC One X is in the description below. For more unboxing videos, reviews and tutorials, log on to iGyaan.in. And do check out our new website, guys. We just launched our new website and we're really excited about it. We've got new mini sites coming up, tons of stuff happening. We're also running back on the giveaways a little bit, and we will be starting that soon. So please stay tuned for a little bit longer for the giveaways. And we will be coming out with the giveaways as soon as we are done tweaking up iGyaan.in, so that we get some free time to do the giveaways for you guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You can also, if you have any questions or queries, you can leave it in the comment section below, or catch us on Facebook, Twitter, or Google+. The links to those are on the video right now or in the description below for quick links. Do take out the time, subscribe to our channels. It's youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaan TV. For iGyaan.in, this has been Bharat Nagpal checking out the Android power phone of its time, at least up until the S3 comes out, and it has been announced. So the S3 is coming out, and we will do like comparisons with that. But till then, the One X seems to be the flagship for us in terms of Android. And this is Bharat Nagpal signing off. Thank you guys for watching.